It's that time for our weekly Game News Live podcast. Be a part of the show by joining us at nerdjunkies.com/Twitch. Live Saturdays at 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Look at that.
Your host,
Look at that rip-off control.
Yeah,
you like
that?
15 bucks, little man. In my hand.
This is...
Oh, man. Game News Live.
So if everybody notices during the intro, we were just talking about Joel's like third-party like rip-off controller that he has. That one, is that like a
this one's Power A or something.
Power A? Yeah, I was gonna say like. So he shows off the third-party cheapy controller, and then it's also for a guy who uses mouse and keyboard for everything. So it's like why is that even there?
I can tell you right now, the only reason why this is here is Yakuza. That's it.
Oh yeah. Is that because real Yakuza use a gamepad?
I guess so. If it has to be on the intro screen.
Yeah.
Get off me.
I'm about to say, because I only I'm playing like Lego games or something like that. I have to use a controller. I cannot play on PC on keyboard and mouse.
No.
Yeah.
I think every gamer can attest to this, that they've had at least an afterglow once in their life. Once in their life.
God, no.
I have an afterglow stuck to this shield, the NVIDIA shield downstairs. And I'm just like, I've always seen somebody have one.
I've used a Mad Catz before.
Yeah.
And...
I've had a Wiimote afterglow.
And for everybody in the chat, what is your favorite third-party controller that is obviously not from Microsoft or Sony?
Nintendo or Sony or something like that?
There has to be like
the best.
Like if you remember back in the day, they had controllers that had
handheld controllers. Handheld controllers, not fight sticks.
Yes.
Yes.
So back in the day, they had controllers that had mesh on the handles, and they had fans.
Oh yeah.
So that way,
I think I still have mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I actually have like a very strange controller.
Wasn't it like
Xbox?
The intercooler or something like that?
It was something weird like that.
I might still have mine because I bought one of those when this is early 2000s, late 90s kind of stuff. I remember I was playing Alien vs Predator 2 on the PC, and I was like, I cannot play PC games on a mouse and keyboard. I cannot. like I don't have that chip in my brain. So it's like I need a controller. So I went out to like Best Buy or something and I bought one. And it was like, oh, it has a fan, so your hands don't get sweaty or anything like that. And I was like, that's a great idea. And it's like it totally worked. But I remember it was huge. It was a really big like original Xbox Duke controller. It was really big. Probably because of all the fans and crap they had to put into it. But yeah, I might still have mine.
This is the controller I had that I had bought. Is the strangest controller. I posted it in general chat, so if anyone wants to see it.
Fire-breathing dragon USB Xbox 360 controller.
Yeah.
Holy
what
crap.
the crap is this?
I've never seen that before.
It was one of those.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Why would you ever buy that?
I love dragons, and when I was younger, I was just like, I had to have it. And the tail ripped off.
Let's see.
The
post it on the chats real quick.
What is that? Jeez.
Hold on.
There you go for anybody.
Yeah,
it just looks so uncomfortable to hold.
It was, but I didn't care.
Yeah,
the B button. Every time when I was like just pressing the B button, sometimes the B button would get under the controller and get stuck.
Oh.
I had to like scratch the B button to get back into place. It was that bad.
That
is
she was thick.
That is a terrible idea for a controller.
That looks like you're playing with the dragon's ovaries right there. Like, what the hell's going on? What the hell?
Hey, y'all asked what was the favorite controller from back in the day. Come on.
To each their own, but that is definitely player 2. That is definitely player 2 controller material right there.
That is absolutely player 2 controller. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I would be like, what is this? You know? Be like, I don't know. My grandma gave it for my birthday. It's whatever.
She thought it was cool.
Yeah, whatever. I liked dragons when I was like 4, and she remembered that. So
dude, that like, just looks like every single time. Like, look at that tail. Every single time you would die, like in Dark Souls, just stab yourself with it. Touch feedback.
God, that thing is so stupid looking.
Hey, I mean, that shows you like some of the craziest controllers that they made.
That's
so
true.
It also reminds you of the Resident Evil 4 controller that made the chainsaw.
The chainsaw?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the Resident Evil 4 chainsaw for the GameCube. Yeah, it's I always wondered, like, I've never messed with one of those before, but it was like, did it actually have like a GameCube button layout?
It did, but it was really uncomfortable because of the blade itself, I believe, from what I've heard. It was not even like no way comfortable to play.
Yeah. I remember when that came out, and I was like, that's weird, because like Leon doesn't ever use a chainsaw in that game. It's that Dr. Salvador guy or something like that. And I was like, why would they do a chainsaw just for a controller?
It doesn't matter. You know what? They probably just gave them game art and were like, oh, okay, so there's a chainsaw in there. Let's do that. Even though we played none of the story.
Capcom, Japan, whatever. It's like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, Horchop says, this is something you give to your cousin when you play Street Fighter, so you just...
like, that's what we're saying, player 2 material, right?
Yeah, or give it to your little brother or sister who is, like, he's bothering you about wanting to play and stuff like that, and you have it unplugged. It's like, okay, here you go.
Here you go, it's on you.
I'm winning! They're not even doing anything.
Yeah. They're just hitting buttons.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, let's go on to game releases for this week. We have a couple of them in here. Some of them I'm starting to wonder why they're still here, but somebody maybe can explain it to me. I mean, Cooking Mama, I understand why that's here. That's our first one up. Cooking Mama is releasing out for PS4, and I think it was, Nintendo Switch. For
so
$39.99.
I don't know if we talked about this or if it was already out by the time we started doing Game News Live again, but so this game has a very interesting story behind it, and there's
a story.
There's not in-game story.
Oh,
the story of Cooking Mama Cooks.
Oh, just creating Cooking Mama.
Like, Cooking Mama is an older series, older meaning like 20 years or something like that. It was like, it was on the DS and the 3DS and the Wii and stuff like that. I actually really like these games. They're really fun, just little mini game type, like rhythm game type things. They're a lot of fun. There hasn't been a console release of Cooking Mama since like the Wii version in like 2008. So this is a long time coming. And so when this was announced, I was like, oh, dude, on Cooking Mama on the Switch, I'm down. Like, I am ready. And when the game was going to be released, this is like last year, it basically got canceled the day of release. It was like, the game's ready, it's going to be released on May the 2nd or whatever.
Wait, hold on.
And then it was like, but then it was like, release date, game is canceled. Nobody can sell this game. And then there was a recall put out for all the retailers who had copies of the game. And basically, the publishers of the game, the IP holders of the game, and the developers of the game were all in this giant legal battle over this game.
What?
And it got to the point where the developers were blamed for putting like crypto miners into the game, so it would use your Switch as a crypto miner while you're playing it.
Oh,
and it was like, it was this whole thing. So basically, the publishers, they had this legal contract that said they're allowed to sell the game, even though the original IP holders were like, no, you're not. So basically, they started selling it on their website, which is why the link for this is shop.cookingmamacookstar.com. This is how you can buy this game. If you go to a Best Buy or a Target or something like that, they're not going to have this. Like, you have to buy it. Like, when I bought my copy on the Switch, I bought it from the Cooking Mama website. And it was like, because I was like, this thing is going to be worth some money someday, so I'm just going to grab a copy while I can. Like,
hold up, though. We're kind of like blanketing over the main thing that is just like, huh? So you're saying that crypto mining was a part of this game somehow,
Oh, well, okay. So when the developers were making this game, they kept mentioning things like, we're going to use blockchain technology inside of this game. And so, and then like that got blown up into like they're mining their own, but they're using consumer switches, and like they've noticed in their testing that when you're playing it on the Switch, like the Switch's temperature goes up. That's because it's mining and all that stuff. And there was never any proof of it, but it was like, but that was like one of the main things that was being thrown around of like why the game shouldn't ever be sold. And it was just, like I said, it's such a fascinating story. There are articles out there if you want to read about the whole build up to this game.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out that this PS4 version was canceled, like ultra canceled. It was like, okay, the Switch version is now for sale on the website. That was a year ago. There will never be a PS4 version of this game. And now it's like, and here it is. So the publishers are writing that legal contract right now, which is good because they're probably going to make some money off it. But it's like, yeah, this, if you are a Cooking Mama fan, which I know that some people out there are, like myself, this is not a good Cooking Mama game. This is not a good one.
Yeah.
Go back and buy a copy of the 3DS one, play it on the Wii, whatever you want to do. This game sucks. I've played a couple hours of it on the Switch. It is not that good.
Don't shake the baby. Touch the baby.
Yeah. It is not good.
Dude, this is crazy.
It's just, I wanted to point this one out just to be like, if anybody was waiting for that fabled version of Cooking Mama Cookstar for the PS4, it is finally for sale.
I'm about to say, some of the stuff they have shown in the trailer looks like some of the stuff you've seen like trending on like Pinterest and stuff like that.
So this game takes your normal Cooking Mama minigame type stuff, like, and then it puts a social media aspect onto it. So after you're done like building this recipe and cooking whatever it is, then you can put stickers on it and take a picture of it and put filters on it and all that stupid crap that social media has done to the world over the past 10 years. It's now in this video game. So it's like, I'm an old fogey, so it's like, why would you ruin a perfectly good Cooking Mama video game with this? But whatever.
Okay. Well,
yeah. Cooking Mama Cookstar.
That was a lot of information to take, because now I have more questions than I do have answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, it was such a weird set of events for this game to come out that it was like
so much controversy. Worse than PETA.
Yeah.
Dude,
like cooking stepmama too. She doesn't love you anyways.
Dude, seriously though, how far do you have to get? Right before release, you did all the red tape and everything. Yeah. And then you pull back the day of.
Yeah.
It was gotta hurt.
It was crazy. Yeah. And I remember because I had this on my GameFly list, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll play the new Cooking Mama when it comes out, whatever. And then it got canceled, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. I can't play it. And then it was like, you're reading all the drama and all the weird stuff that's happening, and then it was for sale on their the publisher's website for it was like $40 or something, and I was like, absolutely, purchase done.
You want to know how genius that is, though? If you could get a crypto miner into a game and utilize some of the CPU cycles or GPU cycles, and it's not about you selling one copy of the game, it's about you selling millions of copies. Yeah. And people just playing all over the place. I mean, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy about that idea though? If say Blizzard just put a crypto miner into World of Warcraft, people would still play it.
Yep.
It wouldn't stop a single person.
Yep.
They would just be like, how dare you? And then they could be like, here's a free mount for your troubles. And they're like,
I can totally see that.
Blizzard.
Bro, come on. But yeah, all right. So on the next release, we got MLB The Show 21. If anyone out there is a huge fan of MLB The Show, please contact us. Because I have yet to meet someone who has this as an actual game on their roster.
I know one guy. It's this dude I used to work with a long time ago. He's a big baseball fan in real life, and he likes baseball video games. He is looking forward to this game. That is it. I know one guy. I don't even talk to him that much anymore. One guy. Nobody else I know plays realistic simulation sports video games for baseball. Like there's BK who plays nothing but, soccer. But, baseball, to me, it's like, I don't know. I'm out. Sports ball, I'm out. But it's
all
like,
I know is hit the ball. Catch the ball.
Umbros basically says, I'm pretty sure this is true. Probably because they have MLB 18, 19, and 20.
Yeah.
Because if it's anything like Madden, it's just roster updates and new character, new people who have come into the Major League Baseball. Yeah,
but this is this game actually it's baseball. It's simulation baseball. That's all you're going to get out of this game. The one interesting thing about this is the first time MLB The Show has been is going to be released on the Xbox. This is
wasn't before.
No, Sony actually makes this game.
Oh.
Like this is a Sony-owned game. MLB is the publisher. Sony creates this game every year, and it's always been a PlayStation exclusive. MLB basically was redoing their contract with Sony and said, we want you to open this up to more people so more people can play this game. And this is part of Sony's like contractual obligation is they're making an Xbox copy now. But yeah, this is the first time. Like I said, it's like the PlayStation Studios, like San Diego Studios. Yeah, this is a Sony created game. This is the first time they are making an Xbox game. So I thought that was really cool. I was like, that's kind of interesting.
I'm surprised it wasn't on both consoles, but now that you tell me that it was being produced by Sony, this is crazy because
Now the other baseball games, like there was like the MLB 2K series and like EA did some MLB games a while ago, all that stuff. Yeah, those were on everything, But this is MLB The Show. This is a Sony-made game finally going to Xbox.
Wow, it looks good though. I will say that it looks polished.
They're pretty games. The Show series usually gets pretty decent reviews.
Yeah, and I heard like this version of any of all baseball games is like you also being like the manager and stuff like that. So you're playing aspects of, owning an actual team and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
which I think Madden started to do quite a while ago.
I will say this. Joe, if you are just really hankering to get your hand on a baseball management video game, Yakuza 6, baby. Side game. Right there.
Here we go.
Yakuza 6 has an entire baseball management mini game built inside of it.
We're just going to have a little thing to say Yakuza or something.
Yakuza!
Yeah. That should be the shtick that we promote.
Or if
Yakuza.
You just want to play like batting cage, like you just want to endlessly hit baseballs, every Yakuza game has a batting cage.
Oh.
Just saying.
That game has everything then.
I mean,
karaoke,
it really is.
Baseball,
bowling, pool, ping pong.
We get it. It
darts,
has a lot. Yeah.
About 1,000 casino games.
I'm gonna make that thing.
Yakuza. Like Clay's Yakuza moment.
Oh, how's that rumor control?
And now your weekly Yakuza moment. Yeah.
Yeah, how's that rumor control segment?
Quiet, man.
Joel.
Don't make me unplug you.
You could get like the font that's used inside of Yakuza and just say like Clay's Yakuza plug of the week. Yeah. And now for the Majima minute.
All right, Cozy Grove.
Take it away, Majima. And he's like, you John. And that's it.
Cozy Grove is up next for our game release of this week.
Cozy Grove.
Yeah, this game seems to be out on everything, and it looks
literally everything.
Yeah, looks like a 2D like adventure game. A la, I don't know, what would you say?
Okay, I had heard of this game coming out, but I didn't really know anything about it until I saw a bunch of articles, and they were all hyping this game. And I was like, cool, I'll mention it just in case anybody else out there is looking forward to this. The way this game is being described, it's Animal Crossing with ghosts.
Oh.
And I was like, interesting. Because I like Animal Crossing. I'm a fan. I might check this out just because I was like, if it's an Animal Crossing-like game, then I'll give it a shot. See if it's any good. But yeah, Animal Crossing, on a haunted island with ghosts.
Yeah.
So like the ghosts are your neighbors and friends and stuff like that. And I was like,
So
I'll check
we're
it out.
going Gravity Falls here.
Look, this is a way for somebody else to jump on that Animal Crossing money train and say, hey, you can have this on your phone or on the PlayStation or on your PC or whatever.
Yeah. The
Those-
crazy thing
Those
is,
greedy Nintendo exclusive people like me. I love my Switch. It's so nice. No, go on.
the crazy thing is that it's the first time I'm actually seeing the Apple Arcade logo on a trailer here.
This was actually an Apple Arcade game like a year ago,
Yeah.
and it's being ported to everything else.
Well,
And I know what you're thinking. Yes, Apple Arcade is still there.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
It's still a thing that exists.
it's basically like the Google Play subscription that they have,
Mhm.
where you just get like access to a whole bunch of titles that have signed up.
It's Game Pass for iOS.
Right.
You pay a monthly fee, and they give you like a bunch of games to
I
play.
wonder how good that's doing
No
for
thanks.
them.
I'll stay with Xbox.
Yeah,
Especially because you can play almost any Xbox game
Yeah.
off your mobile phone, and you can like pair a gamepad to it, and you're all good.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right,
Yeah.
next up is Pac-Man 99 on the Nintendo
Plays
Switch.
favorite game.
This
right
is
now.
yeah.
I
He's so good.
I played it. I played it for the first time this morning. 19th place is the highest I've been able to get because I am abysmal at Pac-Man. Well, Joe's got like a. This just in. This
Yeah.
just in.
Sorry, I had family emergency.
Was it an emergency?
No, it's
Mhm.
Epic Games password for my daughter. Okay.
But yeah, Pac-Man 99. You're gonna have to watch like a video on it. It's Pac-Man, but then they throw all this extra crap into it to make it like a battle royale type game.
Right.
And it's like there's all these like so you go around and you eat the dots, and then which is normal, and then you eat the energizers, and that lets you eat the ghosts. But then you can stack up ghosts in like a train,
This looks
so you can
complicated.
so you can eat a bunch of them at once, and every time you eat a ghost, it sends that ghost, or that it doesn't send a ghost to like another player's screen. It sends it's like I think they call them trappers or something like that. It's like a see-through version of Pac-Man that just sits on the map. There's one at like the bottom right there,
Yeah.
and it's like they are there as speed bumps. They slow Pac-Man down. So it's
so
like
they kind of force you to make a choice there, whether you're going to take
Yeah.
that path or you're going to try to avert it.
yeah, and it's like I don't know. Is it fun? Sure. This is where the genius of this game comes into play. I want to say it might be on this page. If you scroll down, does it get to like the store front for it or anything?
I don't see it.
Okay, I will say this. This game is absolutely loaded with microtransactions.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah.
And that's what but for a free game like this, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Like if Mario 35 had microtransactions, it would probably still be around.
Hmm.
Mario 35 is a better game than this, by the way. But this game, it's cosmetic, and there's cosmetics, so you can change the look of the board. So right now it's in like Pac-Man 99 mode, but you can make it look like a Dig Dug theme or like some other kind of like Namco game, which is cool because like those themes are like $2 a piece.
Right.
Or there's other modes you can play. Like there's an offline mode where you just play against the computer. You have to pay to unlock that. Or there's like there's a few other ways that you can play this game, but they're all unlockable through paid DLC. Or there's a $20 like unlock everything, kind of.
I guess because it's a free game, that's okay, so long as it's not like a.
Yeah,
like
it's a free game. You're getting the base game for free.
Mhm.
Like you want to play Pac-Man 99, it's a free game. If you want to do anything else to this game, give me some money. But that's the thing. Mario 35 should have had this.
Yeah.
Mario 35 should have been like, oh, you're Sprite instead of Mario. You want to be Bowser? Cool, $2.
But
you want to
is that game still a thing or is that gone?
dead.
Ah,
Nintendo killed it. Remember at March 31st? You remember
Yeah.
March? Like the entire internet says Mario died on March 31st. Mario didn't die.
Yep.
He's going nowhere. But Mario 35, the Super Mario 3D All Stars, and the Wii U version of Mario Maker 1 were all killed on March 31st. So, but that's the thing. It's like Mario 35 was a solid game. It was really popular. A lot of people are streaming it. Just make people pay for it.
Right.
That's it. It's that easy.
But
Jobs is like, we'll just play Pac-Man. Yeah.
To go off on the Mario 35, if your retailer still has any left, pick it up.
Mario 3D All-Stars.
Yes, thinking.
Yes, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. All the retail copies that are out in the wild, once they're gone, they are not being restocked. Like, it is still in stores. I see it in stores every now. It's still $60. I would recommend just grab one of those and put it in a box somewhere. Like, just keep one safe.
As a collector's item for later on?
Collector's item, or in a year from now, 2 years from now, maybe you make a little profit off that, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
All right, let's go on to the game news now, I believe.
Rumor control.
Yes, rumor control.
You'll notice the lack of title right here.
Yeah, this is a new PS5 survival game, Abandon. It's not a Kojima game.
This story came out like 2 days ago, and I thought it was really funny. It was like, there's this game called Abandon coming out by this little company called Blue Box. And it's like the way it looks, it's a survival game, right? And it's like the trailer, it's like you're alone in a place and you have no weapons or gear or food or anything like that. It's a survival game. And it's like the developer of the game or the game director, it's this Japanese name that starts with a H and a K. And people were like, this must be Kojima's new game. I knew it. And it was like, no. And it got to the point where even on their website, they even created a page on their website, which is almost non-existent.
Yeah.
Their website literally just says, this is not a Kojima game. Everybody calm the F down. You know?
That's gotta suck now, because like your entire game is overshadowed by something that is a false promise.
But this is totally something Kojima would do.
Oh my god.
You Kojima fanboy.
Dude.
Every Metal Gear game past Metal Gear Solid 1, he was not making. And then Umbra says Half-Life 3 confirmed. That's basically what's happening right now. This is totally something Kojima would do. Every time, Metal Gear Solid 2, I'm not making that game. I'm going to hand it off and somebody else is going to make it. Metal Gear Solid 3, it's like, no, it's this other guy. They even made a video talking about how he is not making this game and some new director is going to step in and take over. And then it was like a Hideo Kojima game.
Dude, even their
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Even their front page is "We'll be right back."
Yeah.
Website's being worked on. They have a small teaser of Abandon. Let's take a look at it real quick.
It's a very pretty atmosphere with like a voiceover. And
it just doesn't make sense that they would have like Sony's logo backing them up. And then their entire homepage just be this.
Like I said, yes, they have said Kojima's not making this game. The rumors, like I said, this is more rumor control here. The rumors are Kojima's next game, no matter what it's going to be, is also going to be on the Xbox. Which would not be the first time he's made an Xbox game. He's made Nintendo games and Xbox games and everything else. But it's like, this would be the first time, or for in a while, but this is going to be a game on the Xbox. The reason people are saying that is because Phil Spencer did a video like 2 weeks ago, and so Kojima Productions, their like mascot is that like space guy with the flag,
with the skull.
You can, it's called Ludens. You can see that in Phil Spencer's background, and he likes to put little Easter eggs like all around him, like when he makes these videos. And so it was like, everybody was like, "Oh my God, Kojima's making an Xbox game!" You know, this is supposed to be a PS5 exclusive. So
I must say, because this looks like the image for PT.
That opening shot of PT, yeah, I know.
It's like,
I don't want to get into. I don't want to get into tin hat situations here, like.
Conspiracy,
bro. All I'm saying is that Kojima saying, "That's not me, bro." Maybe like, "It secretly is me." You know?
Bro, right.
Like that's totally something you would do.
Only the true fans know the truth.
Exactly. Like this is actually like Metal Gear 6, and like all the clues are right there, and we're just like, that man is a genius.
Yeah.
Zero says he started playing Metal Gear
on PlayStation's one freaking Psycho Mantis level. If you look underneath the couch,
it's like, oh my god, man is a genius. How does he do it? Yeah.
Going back to my time machine. I mean, my couch.
Zero says he started to play Metal Gear Solid on the PS1. One of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember playing Metal Gear Solid on my dad's big Sony TV back in the day. A tube TV. Yeah. And I was like, man, these graphics are amazing.
Dude, that was a really pretty game back then.
Yeah.
Like it was mostly the environments. I mean, if you look at it now, it's aged, but it's still a solid game, man. I love Metal Gear Solid 1. That is still one of my favorite games of all time.
For the technology that it was, it definitely told a very compelling story.
Oh yeah, it started everybody on that Metal Gear, pattern of like for every 30 minutes of gameplay, you have 40 hours of cutscenes.
Yeah, but they were were in-game cutscenes, not pre-rendered.
Oh, I know. No, they were great.
Yeah,
I love
Square Enix.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid that's such a good. That series is so good. I love Metal Gear.
Yeah, Half-Life 3 confirmed it's Gabe Newell all along.
Kojima pulls his mask off and it's Gabe Newell.
Yeah.
And it's like
it goes from super skinny Asian to somehow his fat like blubber just like comes out.
Giant beard and everything comes out. It's like how is that even possible?
In there? Is that a face girdle?
And he's like sneaking suit.
Oh god, you're giving me like certain scenes from Master of Disguise.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get on to the game news and knock these out, because these first three, we're going to be talking about events that happen usually in person. But
we got a lot of coming this summer news, Joe.
Yeah, coming this summer.
Coming this summer, part 1 of 3.
Yeah.
So what we've got right here, by the way, Hardchef says the repay value is high for Metal Gear. Absolutely, 100% agree. Summer Game Fest. If you guys remember last year, this is Jeff Keighley. This is the Game Awards is Jeff Keighley. This is his thing he did last year.
Where was he from before, by the way, just to get some people familiar with it? Yeah.
Keighley worked for a number of video game websites. He was on IGN. He was on Game Trailers. He worked for them for a while.
That's what it was.
He's been like a video game journalism dude for like 20 years now. Wow. It's like you can't I think he's nothing against Jeff Keighley. He's a super talented guy. He knows what he's doing. I think he's going a little heavy-handed on putting himself on camera at all times, like
just a little bit
Kojima style. Jeff Keighley presents Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards starring Jeff Keighley. It's like
I can see that.
I can just imagine the credits.
Yeah,
Jeff
it's
Keighley,
just like
Jeff Keighley.
Like,
Jeff Keighley.
I get it, buddy. The Game Awards are solid. Good job. Like tone it down a little bit,
Yeah.
There's just clones of him behind the camera.
Exactly. But yeah, he did the Summer Game Fest last year, and it was solid. It was basically like, hey, here's a bunch of trailers and interviews and behind the scenes stuff on all these games that are coming out, and it lasted it was called the Summer Game Fest because it lasted like 2 months or something like that, and it was just like once every couple weeks there would be like a 4-hour thing here and there, or like a 5-hour thing this day or something. It was really solid, and I was like, oh cool, it's coming back. That's great, because E3 was already canceled at that point, and it was like, well, what are we going to do for all our game news? And then this happened. So it was cool.
Right.
Good stuff.
I like the
saying
fact that the industry is getting way more events now. I mean, despite COVID and everything.
Yeah, which is good. Like, I know we talked about this on the show a couple weeks ago about, is E3 really needed anymore? And it's like, I think over the last few years with like Nintendo Direct, Sony State of Play, Square Enix Presents was, just like 2 weeks ago or something like that. It's like, I don't think we really need to have giant auditoriums packed with people just so Bethesda can show off how broken Fallout 76 is.
Ooh. So, but wait though, like maybe we should ask the chat. Would the chat
Yeah.
prefer to go on site to an actual award, even if you've never gone to one? As a matter of fact, there'd probably be a better understanding of those who have never gone to a game show or game expo. Would you rather go in person or still see it online? Because we have.
As somebody who's gone to many game expos, I am more than happy to stay on my couch.
These two have. I have not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am beyond happy to experience my game trailer from a couch.
Yeah.
And not surrounded by 40 million smelly people.
I think we have a picture that I think we have a picture that completely embodies that entire feeling of just walking down the stairs and you'd be like, ah!
Yeah.
It hurt a lot.
It is Raven likes to go in person for the experience. I get it. If you're going to get hands-on on a game that you really want to check out, and like here's my hands-on playable review from this game at E3 or whatever, it makes sense. But if you're not going to get a hands-on, if it's just you're waiting 4 hours in line to get a video demo, it's like I could have waited.
Yeah.
I could have got that online.
I would say probably for me is for a one-time experience. It could be for one time, and then other times I just stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I would go at least once in my life.
You see, Umbrow's has it right there. Best of both worlds. Be in the expo building on the computer. Be like, my hotel room is right above E3, and I'm just gonna hang out here.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God, Ben.
Be like, technically, I'm here. It's just about 50 feet that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's genius. Brilliant. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Speaking of E3, this is also
speaking of E3.
Yeah,
the E3 was announced. So we have the Summer Game Fest, and E3 came back and said, "Hey, we are going to do a digital event this year." Cool.
Were both of these in Anaheim or Los Angeles? Like the
Summer Games Fest was only online.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was only ever online. It was never and it was just last year, right? So it was never a thing. E3 was Anaheim, right? That was, but yeah, E3 coming back is good because now we're going to get the Summer Game Fest and E3, and that means double game footage.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
Exclusives on one or the other.
You know? What's interesting about this E3 thing is if you look at their little their page here with E3 2021 Game On and all that stuff, it says, I have it pulled up here, so you're going to see me reading for a second. It says, all virtual E3 2021 that will engage video game fans everywhere with early commitments from Nintendo, Xbox, Capcom, Konami, Ubisoft, Take-Two, Warner Brothers, blah, blah, blah. Sony is not in that list. So that's very curious. It's I wonder if Sony is basically going to say, we're good, bros. We've got a June state of play lined up that's going to be an hour long, and we're going to show off a million things, and it's going to be awesome. Or is because E3 is owned by the ESA, the Entertainment Software Association, who most people hate. But it's knowing the ESA, even for an all-digital event, they're probably charging companies a lot of money for this, just so they can say that it's part of E3. So I wonder if Sony is holding off for any specific reason, or if they're just basically saying, we don't need E3 anymore. So yeah, I don't know.
I think E3 should recognize that, though, and just open it up and just say, hey, just make sure you have the numbers to pass your press pass, your press badge, or your presenter pass, and that's it. Because they're no longer a brick and mortar area that you're going to go to, and I don't think it's going to go back to that either.
Hey, Yogencha.
Hey, what's up, Yogencha?
Hey, Yogencha.
Yeah, but yeah, it's Nintendo actually, Doug Bowser sent out a tweet the other day just talking about, hey, this is great, E3's coming back, I can't wait, we're excited, Nintendo's going to be showing off some stuff, whatever. Nintendo doesn't need to do anything. Nintendo Directs are so popular that they get bajillions of views on YouTube and all that YouTube money. It's they are swimming in the money on just Nintendo Direct.
Right.
So I'm wondering why Nintendo is saying they're also super excited for E3. Unless they're getting something out of this. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, cross promotion's always a big thing for these kind of
if they
events.
announce Breath of the Wild 2 finally, or it's been announced, if they show off something on Breath of the Wild 2 at E3 this year, it's not going to matter what venue they have. It's good. Those numbers are going to explode.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody wants that game.
And I guess the last one up here is the Future Game Show and PC Gaming Show over in, I think this is June 13th, right? Looking at June 13th.
This is another one. Did you watch this last year?
I did not.
I watched it. It was very weird.
Why is that?
Because they were doing all these kind of like little skits and sketches the entire time to try to be like funny and comedic and like have this like while they're showing game trailers, they had these like other little characters that were in it, and it was like, what are we doing here? Like, what's going on? My thing is, and I promise I'm not just bagging on PC gaming or something like that when I say this. My problem with a lot of these PC gaming shows are 99% of it is like RTS games.
Yeah.
And it's like,
because most of the games that are slated for PC are games that are designed to work better with keyboard and mouse anyways. You don't get to see RTS a lot in console as it is unless they adapt for it.
Yeah.
So
and I get it. You want a mouse and keyboard experience for playing an MMO or an RTS or something like that, but it's like, okay, guys, this is your 800th RTS about the medieval times.
Right.
Like, anything else coming on? You know, like, you know.
It is kind of weird because it's
anything.
Like all PC gaming, most of the games that are on there are either indie dev that aren't on console, or if they are, it's just something very PC specific, like what do you got? Like Robert Space Industries, freaking
Star Citizen.
It's just like, dude, that game doesn't even run even on PC, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Like,
every now and then, and I'll be the first to admit I don't pay attention to Star Citizen. I haven't in years.
Yeah.
But that game is still getting funding.
Yeah.
And it is still being made.
Yeah.
And
you know what I chalk it up to? And it's
why?
Okay.
It's like,
as a person who's actually bought things on Star Citizen, I can see why people still do it. Just like I can see people on D&D still buying figurines, still coloring things like that, still getting customization, still building like huge tables for their tabletop game.
But here's the difference. D&D is a real thing.
No, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
There's enough established in the game right now to continue to buy things that it might not expand the game. Yeah. But then there's that promise of like, if you continue buying these ships, by the time we get closer to final, you'll have an armada, or you'll have like these customizations. But in the end, it just feels like, we're just in too deep now. We paid you so much money that we can only either see it succeed or admit failure because we just spent $500 on ships.
I am in the mind frame. That game has been going on development for so long.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting on it to just fall apart and be canceled. And that would be hilarious to me because it was like all you fools out there who like pre-bought your Dreadnought ship for $1,000 real or something like that. It's like
I have here's what I will admit. I have bought the starter ship when it first came out, and then I upgraded by trading in my ship to a mining ship because I wanted to try mining in the game. But that's it. That's all I've ever spent on it. I know people. How
did that play?
What, the mining ship?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Like there was like it sucks so bad because I was just watching YouTube video after YouTube video and be like, yeah, you can work the economy, you can mine materials and bring them back. But the problem is that the game isn't the challenge for mining. It's making sure you don't freaking crash before you even deposit all that stuff because you'll lose it all. Yeah. That's the terrible part of the game. It's like I invested for this game type that I want to enjoy and role play. But if I can't get my stuff back to wherever I exchange it because it crashes or there's a bug or I end up just somehow teleporting outside of the ship and dying, what's the point? But then
It's very
again,
valid.
like I tell you, it's like you're so invested into the game now that admitting that it's more than likely what's going to happen is this. If it fails, there's going to be a huge legal battle.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so much money invested into this whole entire game that promises were made. And the only reason why I feel like they're not in a legal battle right now is because promises are still being made. That they know that they're in too deep to admit, and they're not ready for that legal battle yet. That's
I'm pulling
just
up
me.
like the Wikipedia page on it here.
Oh, God. But yeah, PC Gaming Show, June 13th. Are these future game shows on the same day or what?
I know they're all in June.
Just feels weird having two different shows at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
June. A lot of game news in June. That makes me happy.
Diablo 2 Resurrected Alpha Test invites went out on Friday.
Yes.
Did you get
check your email? I didn't apply for it because...
Oh, you did?
I did. I have not gotten an email yet.
Yeah. I was like, I just wanted to put this one out there. Check your email, check your spam filter, all that stuff, just in case you did apply for it. Blizzard has said that these invites are going out in waves. So if you applied for it, maybe you're going to be brought into it. The reviews on it so far, I saw like 2 articles about it that both said, yeah, it's solid. It's better than what they did with Warcraft 3. So that's all. That's
I'm
already
surprised that reviews are coming out for an alpha.
No, it's because clicks, bro.
This is what I feel like. Opinion. I have an opinion on an alpha game that clearly states it's not final.
Website clicks, bro. That's everything. Because somebody's going to be like, oh, Diablo 2 Resurrected? How is that? And then they're going to instantly Google, and some article is going to come out and be like, let me tell you all about it.
Take it as gospel, because this is obviously final.
This is alpha. Nothing's ever going to change.
By the way, let me tell you a tidbit for you to cry on, and make sure you go to the forums and complain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. But yeah, so if you did apply for the alpha, check out your email. See if you got into it. I didn't apply for it. I've never been a huge Diablo fan myself, so I was like, I know exactly what to expect on this game. Right. So I was like, it's Diablo 2, and it's going to look a little prettier.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's very close to the original source, like the artwork and everything like that. You're finally getting really good resolutions on what you would only have to squint and imagine what people look like back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks great.
Yeah.
I'm still.
I know tons of Diablo fans too who are like super pumped for this.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit like, why not Diablo 1? Why not package that up in there somehow?
I thought that was very strange myself. I was like, why wouldn't they just start with 1 and just release 1 and 2? Like do a double pack or something like that. I don't know. But what I should apply for it and give it away, I can do that. Like I don't mind doing that at all. For all the people out there I know who are Diablo fans, I know quite a lot of like my nerdy friends who just eat Diablo up. They still play Diablo 3 to this day. Like they're all over it. They also say that if you just really want to scratch that Diablo itch, you should be playing Path of Exile anyway, because that's apparently a much better version of Diablo than what Diablo is. I was like, really? And they told me about it. It's free to play. It does cosmetic microtransactions, but apparently it's like just a better version of Diablo.
Didn't Path of Exile 2 come out too?
I know it's coming out. I don't know if it released yet.
I'm gonna have to check that out then.
Yeah. But yeah, Path of Exile apparently is.
I remember. Amazing. Yeah, it is actually pretty fun. So I haven't played in like years though.
Yeah. So check your emails for your code. If you got it, let us know how you liked it on the Discord chat on the gaming channel.
Let us know.
Yeah, if you didn't like it, then let us know what was terrible about it too.
Yeah, or compare Diablo 2 to the new one. You know? Like, tell us why it sucked.
Yeah, we want to know why it sucks, so that way we can. I want to know. So we can
tear it up, basically.
We just be Death Eaters and just like.
Yes, feed me with your hate.
Let the hate flow.
Good.
All right, let's go on to a weird one on the news. I still didn't understand this, but apparently Twitter's blowing the hell up about Twitch trying to say, hey, misconduct outside of our platform means we can also do things to your account and be like, it was hateful and harassment, so you did it outside our platform, so now we're gonna slap you on the wrist with something.
So Twitch updated their, guidelines on being I don't know what they call them, code of conduct or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They updated. I read through this article. I understand what they're doing. Basically, there's been so much backlash against Twitch on how they react to people basically claiming harassment. Like if you're in the chat and the streamer's harassing you, or if you're harassing the streamer or whatever, apparently Twitch has just kind of said, yeah, that sucks. And now they started clamping down on it a few months ago, like in January. And now they expanded their rule set to include anything outside of Twitch as well. So the interesting things about this, first off, all of this just boils down to don't be a garbage human being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like if you are a racist homophobe who is the leader of a hate group, they're going to kick you off Twitch.
Yeah.
Because they don't want you there. Nobody wants you on Earth. Okay, that's basically it. Here's
the thing. I've gotten two different perspectives on this. One, whatever you do in the first person is whatever you do in private or on your own accounts outside of their platform should be your own thing.
Yeah.
Which at that point is just like, okay. Then the counter to that is if you are in a job, doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you're a great person on that job. If off-site you get caught being a racist or anything like that, you're still gonna get fired.
Yeah, it's like, this is how the world works, guys. Like, one, don't be racist, but it's like, but yeah, like Twitch has now finally stepped in and basically said, oh yeah, if we get reports that Mel is a huge racist on Twitter, and we have proof of that. Like if they can see the proof of it, yeah, Mel's done with Twitch. She loses everything she has. It's gone. And also they've also brought up this whole thing in here about having an external team who is going to be handling investigations like this. So they are partnering with this unnamed agency who is going to be handling stuff like this. So if you want to say that guy Clay Dog is a huge homophobe and he's always insulting people or whatever, you can email this address. It's like osit@twitch.com or something like that. It's like it's in the article. If you read it, and then it goes to their external investigations team and they start digging into me. And if they realize that I'm just a dick who is always insulting people, whatever, I mean, I am.
I mean, you are.
They're not wrong, but it's like.
But it's none of those topics that are on this whole
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can be an asshole all day. I just can't be a racist asshole.
By the way, you over there in the chat, your game sucks that you like so much. Bye.
Yes. Hey, Halo Infinite just launched. You're all stupid for liking that game.
Go screw yourself.
Just putting that out there. Yeah. But yeah. But if they suddenly realize that I'm some racist dude or homophobic or something like that, then they'll just kick me off Twitch. And they're like, yep, sorry, no longer. Go somewhere else.
Feel about this chat. This is going to go into two areas. One, like, hey, I'm a racist and I should have a safe place.
Do we want to protect the racist, Joe? Is that what you're? Is that what you're trying to get to?
A safe place going to spout. They're going to say
a safe place for racists to be able to be racist with each other.
A place where I can go to and be amongst my racist friends.
Like whitesonly.com or something like that.
It's they can go to battle camp. Excuse me, what? Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Battle camp. Yeah, they can go there. With Alki David or whatever his name is.
God.
But or is this more like, yeah, finally, a company who is promoting people that should be, building communities and stuff like that. We're gonna police you and make sure you're not a douchebag.
Yeah, I agree with all this. Like, I play games with a bunch of people. I've been on the internet since like the mid '90s. There's a lot of really dirtbag people out there, right?
We've seen the worst.
If this is gonna do a little bit of work to weed those people out of a place, like I'm on Twitch almost every day. I'm just watching stuff, right? Like speed runs or video game stuff, whatever. It's like if I don't have to deal or even see that, I'm better. Like I'm good. Like the world is a better place if all of those people suddenly lose their voice. You know, it's like I'm okay.
I hope that a lot of our chat group understands the difference between freedom of speech and consequences of that freedom. Just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean you're protected by people can't react to you.
Freedom of speech covers you from the law.
Yeah.
That's it. You're not going to be arrested for being a racist douchebag. But the rest of the world now knows what a dirtbag you are, and they're not gonna accept you anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, wifey, how you doing?
Hey there, wifey.
Donnie.
How you doing?
Yeah. Wifey's on the chat. Everybody said hi to my wife.
How you doing?
Except you, Horchops.
Oh,
not you. Already offering her some whiskey. I see what's up.
There we go.
Oh.
Hello.
What's it, the old roofie colada?
Dude, you don't have to roofie it. She literally goes to sleep after one drink. Okay, there's no. She's not a hard drinker.
It's a sleep potion. That's all it is.
There you go. That's gotta be it.
Is this NyQuil?
Snazzy.
All right, let's go on to the next one. We're gonna get into Resident Evil verse.
Resident Evil.
Also known as Reverse.
Reverse. I hate the name, dude.
That's a good
name, I still hate
right?
the name. No, it's not a good name. I hate it. What does it mean? What does it mean? Okay, like reverse means to make something go backwards, right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Though. But then is
this an inside joke?
Resident Evil Universe makes more sense.
Okay, but okay. Is this like a really clever joke where what this is if nobody knows what this is, Reverse is this new multiplayer mode that's coming out with Resident Evil Village, which is Resident Evil 8, which comes out next month. Mm-hmm. This is like the pack-in game, kind of like when Resident Evil 3 Remake came out, that they had that Project Resistance game that was like with it. Reverse is the multiplayer game that's coming out with Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
So what Reverse is, if you haven't seen this yet, it is basically a deathmatch mode starring Resident Evil characters. Oh, so you have a story campaign game with an attached little throwaway deathmatch game. Is it called Reverse because are we rewinding time back to like 2002 when this was like every shooter ever?
Yeah.
Like, and yet they're putting characters that are in like future timeline into
like the characters in it's like there's people from like RE7 and RE1.
I mean, you got Jack 2. In the picture from RE7.
Yeah, Jack is in there. You've got Jill. You've got Nemesis. You've got you got Claire and Leon. You got Hunk. It's like you've got all these characters. But okay, the main point of the story, just so everybody knows, there's currently an open beta test going on for this. It expires tonight. So if you do want to check this out, it's on PC, it's on Xbone, and it's on PS4. Those are backwards compatible with the Series X and the PS5, of course. Just get into it. Just play it. I don't know.
I don't think they said anything about crossplay in here.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I was in the earlier beta test, the one that was closed, and it was like 2 months ago or something like that. It's not a bad game. It's just not a broken, terrible shooter or anything like that. It has this mechanic where it's like you as you're running around just pew-pewing each other, you collect these like virus samples, and depending on how many virus samples you have, when you die, you come back as a different monster. So like if you have one,
it's random every single time. You don't get to choose like.
It's random based on like the class of. So like there's like one virus canister, and then you come back as like one of these two monsters. If you have two, then you come back as like Nemesis or like Jack Baker or like a like a big deal monster, not just like a little zombie. It's like, and then as that monster, you come back and you try to kill everyone. It's not a bad game by any means. It's functional. Even the earlier closed beta test I was in, it was fine. I didn't have any crashes. I played like 2 or 3 games and then I deleted it.
That looks like a scary image right there.
3
nemesis. 3 nemesis.
Yeah, I'm gonna nope this house right now.
Yeah, it's gonna play ya. It's not bad, but it's just this doesn't need to exist. This doesn't need to be a thing. Reverse.
They need to stop with the multiplayer Resident Evil stuff.
Hey.
They need to stop with the deathmatch Resident Evil stuff.
Yeah.
What they need to do is release another Outbreak.
Yes.
If they release
Mel, yes,
dear God, yes. What they need to do is release another Outbreak. Outbreak, if you guys played this before, it was on the PS2. There was Outbreak 1 and 2. They were 4-player online co-op Resident Evil games. And they were awesome.
Yeah.
It's like that's what they need to make again.
Are you excited
either
for
re-release
Village,
1 and 2? What's that?
Are you excited for Village though?
I think Village is going to be really cool. I think it looks great. The only thing I'm not excited for with Village is, by the way, that's our next story. Is we're going to talk about this showcase thing. But if you all played Resident Evil 7, which is quite a good game, I'm not bagging on Resident Evil 7 at all.
Quite good.
I
love it.
Quite good. The main character in that
quite good.
is Ethan Winters is the main character that you play as in Resident Evil 7. They brought him back for Village. I'm not a fan of Ethan Winters. I think he's a very boring character. So Resident Evil 8 looked cool and everything. It looks creepy. There's Lady Dimitrescu, who, hi, how you doing?
Who everyone wants, like her to step on them.
Yeah, she's like automatically.
Dude,
like,
it's been
waifu of the year.
It's been nonstop on TikTok, just the choking memes, and I'm just like, I get it.
Yeah, it's like she is like waifu of the year, like automatically. But yeah, everybody but I think Resident Evil 8 looks cool. I was disappointed when I saw that Ethan was the main character.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
I was like, okay. It might be redemption time. You don't know. Might be something that might make him a little bit more of a interesting character.
I hope. BK is asking if this is on the PlayStation Store. I want to say so because I think it's an open beta for all platforms.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it just on the PlayStation app, and it's like I don't see it, but it could just because I'm searching Resident Evil, not re:\verse or something like that. I don't know. It should be because and this beta closes tonight. It's like 11 p.m. Pacific or something like that. So if you do want to play it, now's the time. And then you can be like, oh yeah, Clay, this game's awesome as hell. You don't know anything. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So whatever.
You're wrong.
Nope, you're wrong. Nope. Like I said, it's not bad. I had fun playing it. I just don't see the need for it.
Yeah.
Like people aren't going to buy Village and go, man, I can't wait to play that reverse. No, they're going to be like, oh, that was the thing, right? Let me log into that. And then they're going to play it and they're going to go, okay, I get it.
This is the opposite of every Call of Duty game.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to play the campaign of Village, and then this other thing is there. It's kind of like when Project Resistance came out, and people were like, Resident Evil 2 remake was so good that people were dying to play Resident Evil 3 remake, and that was a letdown. But it was like Project Resistance was something that people turned on like twice, and we're like, oh, okay.
So
I just have it sitting in my library. That's it.
So if anyone was able to play the beta or whatever, let us know what you think in the Discord chat. I'm if I can get it downloaded and play real quick, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's a controller only kind of game. Maybe it'll play better on keyboard, but we'll see how it works out on PC.
It's a shooter, right?
Yeah. Well, it's a Resident Evil shooter, which means I'm going to have to stop and aim and slowly walk left. That's how it always is. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it would
BK, it is on the PlayStation Store. I'm going to put you a link in the Twitch chat here. I found it.
You found it?
I found it. It's right there.
Yeah. All right.
Download that guy. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Like I said, it's just a very standard shooter.
Right.
It's like I was playing Claire Redfield. You're in the RPD. and you're just running around, and then it's like, oh, there's Chris, and then he's dead.
Hopefully they have other maps. If it's just the RE.
There has to be more maps. It's just that's during the first closed beta. That's all they had.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And there were other characters to pick from, like, which I thought was kind of weird. So like Chris is in there, and Jill is in there, and it was like Claire, Leon, and Hunk, and they all have different stats, right? So like one more health or bigger guns or whatever like that. You would think Hunk would have the highest health because he's covered in body armor, right? But no, Claire had the most health. Claire Redfield, who's running around with her little red jacket and, you know, whatever.
Again, open beta. We don't know.
I know. I was like,
they may change it.
So I picked Claire just for the survival aspect of it, just so I could like eat a few more bullets than somebody else. But yeah. Evolutions.
All right, let's get on with the last article of this week. Is Netflix and Sony Pictures Entertainment signed Pay One U.S. licensing deal for feature films. So Sony has the exclusive on.
I know what you're going to think here. You'd be like, look, Clay, this is not entertainment tonight, okay? Why are we talking about Sony doing streaming deals with Netflix? Well, viewer, I will tell you why. Because this now involves the Uncharted movie. Uncharted is now coming direct to Netflix.
Ooh.
Morbius, which is that new like Marvel movie that Sony owns because it takes place in the Spider-Man universe. Netflix. The sequel to Spider-Verse. Netflix. Like these are all like, yeah. Sony owns Into the Spider-Verse.
Right.
Yes. So basically the Venom universe, yeah, like Morbius, Uncharted,
Sinister Six,
Venom, Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, all of the stuff that Sony still owns, not the Marvel Spider-Man stuff, but the Sony Spider-Man stuff is all going to go straight to Netflix now.
So anything that's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is still under Marvel, but anything that is standalone Spidey that isn't MCU.
That isn't MCU, right? Yeah. So like Marvel still, it's crazy, right? But like Marvel still has like the new Spider-Man movie.
That's true.
But Spider-Verse is all Sony.
Dark and Horchops are asking Metal Gear.
So the Metal Gear movie, if you remember, Oscar Isaac and his twin brother, not Oscar Isaac.
Isaac Oscar.
Isaac Oscar and Oscar Isaac are both going to be, snakes.
Dude, I hope one day we're big enough for that guy to just chime in and be like, "Can you guys stop?"
Be like, "It wasn't funny the first time, guys." And we're going to be like, "You're so handsome, Oscar Isaac. Can I hug you? Is that okay?"
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I want to rub your big bushy beard.
Brother! Oscar Isaac is like at home in his mirror and he's just like, brother!
Yep, just practicing it off. No, actually, that's a completely different actor. Sorry. Who made that decision?
They're identical clone twins of each other.
If anything is different, dude just grows a mullet.
It's kind of like, if you remember, and we're going to go back to the 90s for a second here. Did you ever watch the Sly Stallone Judge Dredd movie?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
So you have Sly Stallone, with Rico, his brother, who is played by Armando Sante.
Yeah.
And it was like, they are like genetically created like twins of each other. And like, Armando Sante doesn't really look anything like Sylvester Stallone. They're just both white guys. And it's like, nope, they're the same. Twins.
I mean, they are twins. Maybe, I guess, if you want to get so technical, they're not paternal twins, or they're just paternal twins.
No,
they're not identical.
They were created.
I get it, man. I get it.
This is like
sense to you and me.
You remember, like when like Jet Li the One came out, and it was like there was like Jet Li versus evil Jet Li. Yeah. It was like it was both Jet Li. It made sense.
Wow, they got it down. They understood how genetics work.
Science. Nanomachines. Nanomachines. Metal Gear.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, This is so freaking weird. All right, and now, so Metal Gear movie. Now with this, is there any change to that?
We don't know because it's not in the announcement, but you would imagine. Well, so Konami owns Metal Gear, right? Sony doesn't. It just always released on Sony consoles. So Konami can do whatever the hell they want. This has nothing to do with Metal Gear. Yeah.
So
unless Konami inks their own deal over it.
So only, I would assume only in-house studios games will be part of this whole deal if they have anything scheduled for movie releases.
Yeah, so like Sony owns Naughty Dog, who made Uncharted, so they can do whatever they want. You know, it's like if there's a Astrobot movie being made or something like that, it'll probably go right into Netflix.
Right.
God, that would be such a good movie. Right.
What other IPs that Sony owns would be awesome? Because you already have, like, if there was a God of War movie.
I was literally just going to go, Ares!
Yeah. Dude, can you imagine that, though? Like a God of War movie just going through the entire thing and understanding it from front to back finally without having to play all these games, even though the games are amazing.
Yeah.
But it's just like a cinematic God of War.
Dark Zero wants to dig into some Metal Gear for a second here. Would he play Solidus too? And it was like, no. Because
Solidus Snake.
Or maybe. So Solidus.
You mean like who eventually turns into Big Boss?
No, that's Naked Snake.
Oh.
Solidus was the villain from Metal Gear Solid 2. That would be, if you think about it, so Big Boss and Solidus. Solidus was a perfect clone of Big Boss, so he should look exactly like Big Boss. And then you had Solid Snake and Liquid Snake were offshoots of that. They were like not perfect clones. So theoretically, they could look differently from Solidus. But Solidus would look exactly like Big Boss.
I've never played any Metal Gear, so I just
Metal Gear is where you get that. Metal Gear is where you get that meme of like Charlie from It's Always Sunny with like the giant thing on the wall with the red string everywhere, and he's like,
you know? What am I looking at here?
Metal Gear Solid storyline goes insane, and you just have to be like, wait, what? Dude, what's going on? And then by the end of it, you're like, genius.
Even going through the dialogue for Old Snake in Metal Gear Solid 4, was it?
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
Dude, like, it was hard for me to keep up. I'm like, what is happening here? Because all of a sudden you're fighting. Yeah. Which, by the way, for PlayStation 3, that thing was a masterpiece.
That was I love that game. Metal Gear Solid 4 was amazing. It's I'm a Metal Gear fanboy anyway, so I'm gonna say that to all of them.
Yeah. I just really liked all the wreck scenes with what's his name? Mr. Cryboy in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Raiden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those they weren't pre-rendered, were they? No, I don't think they were.
No, that was gameplay.
Yeah, that was gameplay. Yeah. Raiden taking down every single walker in there is just like, oh my goodness. Just watching the entire trailer for that.
That whole chapter of that game was like Act 4. That was so good. Like, that was, I love that game.
Otacon.
All
right.
Me.
Hold on, let me go piss myself somewhere.
Dude, Otacon is he's good there as for certain story elements, but a lot of it's like, and let me guess, Otacon's gonna start crying for no reason now. Okay.
He's like that weird character in every single like that wimpy character in like a Yakuza game, who's just like gonna cry and just like even though he thinks of himself as like important, he always just folds the second that there's anybody just standing up to him.
Yeah.
I don't like that character type.
but that's why you have Kiryu and Majima to just dominate the rest of the storyline. Okay. So it's fine. You've got Majima, who's the greatest. Yakuza. When are you going to play more Zero?
This week, actually. Well, this week, meaning like starting Monday, after I'm done with my work and stuff. I'm going back on site Monday and Tuesday. Should be free to play after Wednesday afternoon. So that should be good. Okay. Yeah, if anybody wants to watch me fumble over Yakuza 0 and trying to make sense out of this whole entire game, which sounds like a very epic, like Asian mob boss kind of thing.
It's so good.
Yeah. Apparently you can also manage an entire baseball team there.
Okay, that's in Yakuza 6. Yeah, Dark Zero's there. Like they're talking about Otakon still, and he's like, he'll bring up Sniper Wolf, and Snake will be like, "Why are you bringing up old stuff?" It's like, didn't I kill that chick? Like, didn't I kill that chick like 20 years ago or something like that? Why are we talking about her? All right.
Sniper Wolf. All right. Let's get out of here. We appreciate everybody joining us this week. We're here mostly every single week, unless we have some personal.
We've missed like 2 so far.
Yeah. One of them was you. One of them was me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we're here every single week on Saturday, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. If you want to chat with us more, we have our own Discord. Check it out on the social page of nerdjunkies.com/social right here. And then let us know what you think about if you're going to play the beta for Resident Evil Reverse. Yeah, let us know what you think. So Mel is allowed one day off also?
Absolutely not.
Mel is not allowed.
No, absolutely not.
She's on a permanent 90-day eval?
No, that's like there's no getting around it. Mel is absolutely not allowed to not be here.
No.
It's like, and if she is, we just disown her on the spot.
She's been here for 10 years, Clay.
Fire your only director.
Yeah. Melbot doesn't have to call out. No, Melbot runs like a crypto miner 24/7.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just endlessly posting deals.
Here looking at my monitor.
Yeah.
Looking for game deals. Trying to help you guys out here.
Yeah. Goodoldgames.com.
That was the last one. I've searched other websites, okay?
Green Man Gaming.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Green Man Gaming, Bundle Stars, Fanatical.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Games, Steam sales, Xbox, PlayStation, eShop. Yeah.
So hit us up on the Discord. We're gonna post this up for y'all to enjoy in micro morsels, I guess. Little bits. Delicious. And then we'll see you next week. Let us know what you think in the Discord, and we'll see you later. Bye everyone.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye. Adios. See you later.
Bye. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Kinjabo. As fate is saying.
Arigatou.
I love that movie, dude.
So good.
That was the movie where we were just like, did we become best friends? Yup.
Did we become best
If anybody knows what movie that is, they're still listening to us in chat. But
so Robin Hood Men in Tights was the Abinazen, Bengate. That was that. He's talking about stepbrothers. Did we just become best friends? I think so.
Matt, he just barely got here.
I know.
Racist. Why don't you go ahead and tell Twitch about it?
Yeah. Why don't you go and email that thing earlier? Which please don't.
Please.
Please don't.
He's not really racist. He's just an asshole.
I've known him for 10 years.
He's racist. He's racist against Halo fans.
Yeah.
That's not a race.
You're so stupid. Been here doing work things and lurking. Nice. I see what's up. Yeah.
I mean, dude, Matt has like a million little hobbies, so you never know. He's like building a tank or something right now.
Yeah. He's like building like a gazebo somewhere.
Exactly.
My phone's going off. I don't know why.
What?
Wow.
I don't know. Mel just went blank eyes, fucking B-sod.
Hey, Robert.
Oh man, that was a good show, huh?
That was a good show.
Yeah. All right, everybody in the chats, we love you. We'll see you in a little bit. Gonna go stuff my face.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Some food.